Welcome to the Cymarshall Law Show. We are back, and this one is episode 108, and it is called Law 2. If you take a step in the right direction will take a step towards you. Like all of our shows, we like to start with a blessing to all of the listeners. So on this side, I know y'all can't see me, but on this side, I close my eyes, and we do this prayer. And to me, I always say the best way to pray is by saying thank you. So all my prayers consist of me saying thank you for all the things that I'm thankful for. So this is for both myself and everybody who's listening. Universal God, thank you for allowing me to wake up today with peace in my heart. Thank you for my healthy and strong heart. Thank you for my healthy and strong brain. Thank you for my healthy and strong lungs, kidneys, liver, pancreas. Thank you for all of my healthy and strong organs. Thank you for my healthy and strong bloodstream, my healthy and strong bones, my healthy and strong eyesight, my healthy and strong skin, my healthy and strong hair. Thank you for taking all negativity away from my life. Thank you for keeping genuine friends around me. Thank you for keeping family that loves me around me. Thank you for success. Thank you for affluence. Thank you for prosperity. Thank you for allowing me grace. Thank you for today. Thank you for blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings. I appreciate peace, love. Thank you for all that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, now we can start. So the show, now that we're back, we're going to call this one, like I said, when you take a step in the right direction takes a step towards you. And what I'm going to do going forward is I'm going to be reading straight out of my book because I feel like a lot of times people had good intentions by buying the book, but I'm not sure if as many people that I wanted to read it read it, and I always wanted to do an audiobook. So I'm going to go ahead and make these podcast episodes an audiobook because it's really what I want to say and get out to the people. Because I wrote this book with the intention of helping people as a reminder to myself of everything I went through and all the lessons I learned. So I was thinking of ways that I can be of service to like planet Earth and the universe. And, you know, a lot of people are just like, take. And I often think about how can I give to the universe, give to the people and make Earth a better place. The measure of a man, I've always learned, is if he can make a place better than how he left it. I can't remember whose quote that was. I think it might have been Bob Marley's, maybe not. But so that's why I really wrote my book. So I was thinking about how I can be of service to the world, what I can give to the world. And I've already written this book, and I feel like the messages in the book can help people. So I'm going to go ahead and start reading. So this chapter is called Law 2. When you take a step in the right direction will take a step towards you. Here we go. I am not a religious man, but I have always believed in God and the power of the universe's seamless connectivity. I am a spiritual man, believing in a power greater than myself, the power of love. The awareness of this love is what I use to guide my direction like a navigational system. In my late teens, still fresh from high school, I still, although confident, did not know who I was. The things I thought in my head did not always match the words that came out of my mouth. I wanted to be a well-known and respected recording artist. There was one problem, though. To make it in the music industry, for a good part, it's not about what you know, but who you know. You have to go out, make yourself known, and network. I, however, was and still am an introvert. Unless I love you or like you a lot, I'm going to keep to myself. It's actually a bit hard for me to understand how some people can walk into a room and instantly become friends with everyone. I can't recall if anything ever happened to me as a child, but I have been cautious of people for as long as I can remember. I think I picked up my mother's sensitivity and intuition because I can read a person like a book without ever hearing them speak. This has worked for me in life, and at times worked against me, when instead of analyzing everything in my path, I could have acknowledged that not everyone was out to get me. When my older brother and rap group partner had to move away to England in 2002, the talkative socialite of our duo left. I was put to decide whether I'd quit the music industry before my journey even started or come out of my own shell. I reluctantly chose the latter and became a more outgoing introvert. As a solo artist, I was unknown, but I wanted so badly to be well known and respected for my art. I decided to face my fears and threw myself at my love of music with reckless abandon. Time and money were needed. I had to invest in myself by boldly stepping towards the direction I wanted to head in. I began driving everywhere in the tri-state area that held hip-hop shows trying to perform. If not in New Jersey, I was either in New York or Philadelphia once or twice a week. When I couldn't get one or both of my guys, Josh or George, to come with me, I would often make these journeys on my own and then have to get back to Central Jersey before my day job started the next morning. I would usually be exhausted, but I kept planting the seeds. Then beyond driving, I began saving all my money, then flying to different European countries where I knew no one, only so I could network and build my connections. I had faith that if I put myself in these situations, the universe would have my back and meet me halfway. Years later, I can say I have performed in over 20 countries and got paid for doing so. But I don't think I would have ever gotten to these places without stepping out of my comfort zone and taking a step in the direction to which I wanted to go. I stepped out in faith and used my love to guide my efforts when I was unsure what the future may have held for me. So many times I seemingly got lucky by booking extra shows overseas while I was there or stateside, finding myself in favorable positions that seemed to come unexpectedly. The universe was working with me. I was using love to step towards my goals. And the universe kept lovingly making a path for me where there was none before. The breakdown. What it takes, verse 1. 2, believe in yourself. Forget the doubts, like can I win? Go against the odds and come out a champion. Stare defeat in the face. Keep my feet in the race. I'm beating the face. I eat, sleep, and breathe what it takes. Still, I can't rest at night. Pray for the strength to fight, to defend my right. Clear my thoughts and give me better sight. Life's a stage and I'm a rock until the show is done. Battles are overcome. Law will never go and run. My eyes hold the sun, so I don't need to hold a gun. My knife is the pen. I'ma fight to the end, my friend. I know people claim they truth, but they never true. Can you walk through hell without turning into the devil too? I've lost everything I had and had to start again. In my heart is pain. That's why Cymarshall is spitting bars of flame. For the dead and gone, won't break when the pressure's on. My eyes said I'm strong, grab the page and write a better song. My back to the wall, I put all my trust in God. 'Cause I feel like nobody's rooting for the underdog. In rough times through experience, there is a lesson. Fall 6 times and you get up 7. Gotta see good in the tragedy. In the hood is my family, so I'm cooking a strategy, never looking in back of me. When everyone's saying what you're doing is insanity, do you got what it takes to make your dreams a reality? Verse 1, what it takes. Here's the breakdown. So in the first part, I say, to believe in yourself, forget the doubts. Like, can I win? Go against the odds and come out a champion. Stare defeat in the face, keep my feet in the race. I'm beating the fakes, I eat, sleep, and breathe what it takes. So whatever you put your mind to, you can accomplish. Some people are born knowing. Some people learn through experience how resilient they can be. However, I genuinely believe we all have what it takes to realize our dreams. In the Bible story of David and Goliath, besides bravery, David's essential tool to slay the giant was to believe in himself, that he had what it took. Without this self-belief, he would have been finished before he started. In the second part, I say, still I can't rest at night, pray for the strength to fight, to defend my right, clear my thoughts, and give me better sight. The battle is tiring. Even when the fight is worth it, sometimes it's a war to pursue the dream when you don't realize the journey is actually the destination. Only when we clear our thoughts can we see who we are today is who we will be tomorrow. In part 3, I say, life's a stage and I'm a rock until the show is done. Battles are overcome, law will never go and run. See, all of life is a stage, and you are the main character in a play that you write with every action you make and subconscious thought that you have. Because of this, the play is never really over until it's over. Unfortunately, some try to quit their roles before the final curtain has been drawn. Also, some stop performing when they think nobody is watching. However, the universe takes note of everything and forgets nothing. In part 4, I say, my eyes hold the sun, so I don't need to hold a gun. My knife is the pen, I'ma fight to the end. The sun is one of the most potent forces known to man. If you can look in a person's eyes and see that inner glow of the sun, you then see the hope within them is more vital than any gun can ever be. When I look into my children's eyes, I see the sun. I had my first child when I was 19 years old, straight out of high school. Many people had negative comments, but when I held him in the hospital and he opened his eyes for the first time, all I saw was hope, the sun, and a better tomorrow. In part 5, I say, my friend, I know people claim they truth, but they never true. Can you walk through hell without turning into the devil too? I've lost everything I had and had to start again. In my heart is pain, that's why Cymarshall is spitting bars of flame. For the dead and gone won't break when the pressure's on. My eyes said I'm strong. Grab the page and write a better song. We are all works in progress, perfectly imperfect beings. I tend to turn tail and run when I see someone acting holier than thou. Not to say it isn't possible, but I try to accept flaws as long as they're owned. Those claiming their truth is the only acceptable way are very rarely true to their own lofty goals in my experience. One day, we will all have to walk through the fire to get where we need to go. But will the fire consume you, or will you allow it to burn away what is no longer required on your mission? Then in part 6 I say, back to the wall, I put all my trust in God, cause I feel like nobody's rooting for the underdog. In the rough times through experience, there is a lesson. Fall 6 times and you get up 7. Gotta see good in the tragedy. In the hood is my family, so I'm cooking a strategy, never looking in back on me. Sometimes when I feel alone on earth, I have to revert to the idea that not everything that is real can be seen, and having faith means believing in what is not tangible. When you are the underdog, you will find yourself in this position time and time again. We all have what it takes to call upon unseen forces or ancestors for guidance, but only some of us truly know the power within. I've received a reading from an authentic psychic medium before. We spoke on the phone and he gave me messages that he said were conveyed from people who had passed away and were trying to reach me. He told me of a woman who stepped forward with a rose for me. I think it was my grandmother. Many of the messages he gave me were pretty specific, but I remember him telling me I was the type of soul that didn't necessarily need him. He said he could feel that I had the kind of spirit that if I got quiet enough within myself, I had the gift to receive messages from the other side. Spirits would indeed talk to me if I was open to them. Then in part 7, I go on to say, when everyone's saying what you're doing is insanity, do you got what it takes to make your dreams a reality? On your way to your goals, there will be many doubters and naysayers. Some people you love with all you have will tell you verbally and non-verbally with their silence that they do not believe in you. When you've been told your plans are insane by loved ones, you may need a slight level of insanity to make your dreams come to life. So that's chapter 2, Law 2. We're going to get into a quick joint off the new Ever Living Sound and Slimline Mother Echo Chamber album, and we're going to come back and talk some more. My name is Cymarshall Law. This is the Cymarshall Law Show. Remember to click subscribe. Let's go. Ever Living Sound, and we back like that. What up, Skip?
Look, these young boys think I can't rap cause I'm an older brother. It don't mean that, it just mean I might know your mother. Take up the whole lane like I own a Hummer. You primitive if you still wore over color. I flip rhymes but I can't say I know the buster. My spit freeze, let's agree, I'm as cold as Russia. When I'm done they say please reload another. I give them more cause I don't want they soul to suffer. A lethal weapon, retired but still bold as Glover. Never been a biter and will blow your cover. Told to do it yourself although the road is rougher. The industry picks these clowns and control the numbers. They tweaking cause me speaking you expose the uppers. A younger me will be here taking over summers. My confidence was flying. One look in my eyes would have stopped you from trying. I'm the king of rap. The hit none higher. Sucker MCs should call me sire. To run my kingdom, you must use fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire. I'm the king of rap. The hit none higher. Sucker MCs should call me sire. To run my kingdom, you must use fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire. Yo, some candy bars
dudes. I snicker at your raps, we all know you'll never get no bigger than the fat. We make pavement out of you. Shoot stomachs, lay you on the ground, face down, and pour liquor on your back. Act tough as hard as you feel. You talk keys, but the only bird you flip was on a barbecue grill. I'm from Queens within the garden, I chill. Out here I eat your food like third world kids, we starving for real. And heads know the bread flow from the dough in my speech. I stack it up like Legos, plus I throw in my reach. They figure if it ain't my talk, then it ain't smooth. And if it ain't the way I rap, it's gotta be the shoes. Properly I cruise on my path with no traffic. Slim line, never living B-way, this shit classic. Select loaded up on Serato and just blasted. I'm the king of this thing and you boys should get caskets.
I'm the king of rap, there is none higher. Sucker MCs should call me sire. To work my kingdom, you must use fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire. I'm the king of rap, there is none higher. Sucker MCs should call me sire. To work my kingdom, you must use fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire.
I grew up in life not giving a f. I wanted the rolls and drop and my diamonds on chunk. I needed the boom from the beats that was in my trunk. A couple of shit bad rolling up skunk. What more could you want? A couple billion, money falling through the ceiling without the slightest bit of drug dealing. For real though, my pocket's empty, so heaven sent me to murder shit until that Panamera leaves a lot with the paddle shit. No ping pong, they reppin' this thing wrong. And most arrogant is the enemy had an ego of King Kong. I'm at your front door now, nigga, like ding dong. Please spit your heart at him and issue me with all that sing song. I bring the game to him. Hellfire flame on him, bang on him. HK leave him on the edge, sleep off him. And there's no method man the way I bring the pain to him. No, not a weatherman, but yeah, I'll make it rain on him.
I'm the king of rap, there is none higher. Sucker MCs should call me sire. To work my kingdom, you must use fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire. I'm the king of rap, there is none higher. Sucker MCs should call me sire. To work my kingdom, you must use fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire.
Listen, I'm the king of rock, you the king of flop. Dodging the vaccine's the only time I miss a shot. Said you got the game dead bolted and it's in a shot. Without choosing my favorite D-block member, I'ma pick a lot. Spin the block, the word is when I coulda, still I didn't stop. I fight like Prince Hakeem and McDowell's with the mop. You lying while I'm frying the competition in a wok. Kid is hot, born on the same day as the king of pop. You missed the plot, my joint's clean and never miss a spot. Pick her up, I'ma use my words like it's a Glock. A rip a pop, they show no emotion like Mr. Spock. Spitting hawk, came in the game and I didn't knock. I don't know it's a lot, but y'all more common than the missing sock. I'll never sell out whatever it is, no it's in stock. I've been hip and get the kids to hop. The ruler of all I survey, and I'm the king of rock.
King of rap, there is none higher. Sucker MCs should call me sire. To work my kingdom, you must use fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire. I'm the king of rap, there is none higher. Sucker MCs should call me sire. To work my kingdom, you must use fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire.
So there you have it. Law 2. When you take a step in the right direction will take a step towards you. I've definitely learned that the more I put in, the more energy I give something, a situation, is exactly what I get back out of it. So a lot of times I see people complaining about not getting enough help or not getting the right type of help. But I usually find with how much thought you put into something and how much action you put into something, and additionally where your emotions are, because sometimes people think just because your emotions aren't a tangible thing that they don't count. But when I'm trying to obtain something in life, I know that I need to try to obtain that thing using my mental, using my emotions, and physically. And when I say using my emotions, what I mean by that is just making sure my heart is in the right place, making sure that I have the correct intention, because your intention behind an action is everything. So a lot of times people make actions and they don't realize that their intention behind the action is not, is what's actually helping or not helping that reality to come to pass. So it's all about your intention, and at the end of the day, when you are able to see something clearly in your mind and you go for it, that thing usually takes a step towards you. So it's about your intention. Like if you go out with, bad intention to do harm to someone or some foul intentions, I believe the universe picks up on that as well. So that energy will come back to you. So you put, a bad energy out there, that bad energy will also take a step towards you. So you have to keep that in mind as well. So just remember, all of life is a mirror, as a reflection of what you're putting out there. So for the most part, you take a step in the right direction and you know that you're going to be getting closer to your goals, because your goals actually want you to get to them. It's all about your perspective, because a lot of times the worst possible things seem to happen to us, but those things that happen to us are only there to move us closer to where we actually want to go. So as we're trying super hard to get somewhere, something might come in our path to stop us from getting to that place. And we might think, oh, I guess we weren't supposed to go there. No, you have been putting your energy, your heart, your mind towards getting to that goal. Just because this physical thing came and it appears like it's stopping you, that doesn't mean it's there to stop you. It just could mean it's there to make you actually better. So just, keep in mind, when you're taking steps in the right direction, things might come to block you, but those things are not there to block you. They're there to make you better. So keep stepping into the right direction and you're going to get where you need to go. I promise you this. Okay, so let's get into the news of the week. Things that we saw this week. I saw a lot this week. Let me just start with Diddy. Where do I even begin? There's a lot to get into, and I'm not gonna go deep into it. But it's hard to get away from that. I've heard people call him the diddler. I've heard people say that this happening now is a distraction. I've heard people say that they're throwing Diddy under the bus to make up for not coming out with the Epstein list. I've saw a lot, and I've saw that it's a distraction from that bridge that came down in Baltimore, which is not too far from where I live actually. But all that to say, I don't know what's going on. What I do know in all of this is that celebrities are human, and there are some innocent people that are probably his family members and friends that are being affected by this negatively. And people love to gossip and talk about and make fun of people and make memes, this, that, and other. But I feel like a lot of what we lose sight of is that somebody was hurt, like, in all of this. Like, yeah, it's cool to make jokes about the situation and this, that, and the other, but actually it's not that cool when we're focusing on what I'm saying right now, because somebody some damage was happening. And I don't know if everything in the case is true, but if 10% of what in there is true, it's crazy damaging. So I just want to take this time to give a shout out to the family members and friends of people close to that situation that are going through it, that didn't want this type of attention. So yeah, keep it moving. Yeah, like I had mentioned, that bridge in Baltimore came down. I can't say that I don't think about that every time I go to drive across a bridge. It's just crazy. I saw some of the footage. People saying it was a planned situation. Other people saying everything is not a conspiracy theory. Where I stand is that, again, I don't know. It's not something that I'm an expert on. Nowadays, everybody's an expert on everything. And all I can say is that, again, there are innocent people that died and, got hurt from this. So a lot of times we skip over, the tragedy of an event and then just start talking about the conspiracy, this, that, and the other. It's all about, who knows the news first, this, that, and the other. But I want to give time to send my condolences to the families that lost, members of the family. Word up. Never good. And while I am getting these news events out to you, understand that I'm not claiming to be a professional news reporter or journalist. So that's my disclaimer. These are just the things that came down my timeline during the week as I was trying to be productive myself. So what I saw this week, my son told me about the Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole beef. I love some hip hop. I feel like competitiveness in hip hop helps hip hop thrive. So, as long as it stays on wax, I'm ready to see some disses thrown back and forth. That's all I ever wanted, for it to stay on wax. And at the end of the day, for brothers to actually succeed. Someone said to me the other day, you think this is fixed? Like, behind the scenes, they're all friends. Maybe. And if they are friends behind the scene, you know what? I don't want to know about it. I would rather not know. Let me watch this like it's a true story, as long as nobody don't get hurt. Because you know what? It's like a boxing match to me. Like, you don't have to be sworn enemies after the joint. Get in the ring, box it out, and we gonna, you know what I'm saying? That's it. So some people saying it's bad for the culture, some people saying it's good for the culture. I don't see it as being bad unless someone, it spills over into the streets. So these three brothers are, they can rap, and a couple of them I guess are seen are more of the smarter rappers. So I don't see how these brothers would spill it over into the street. So go for it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever's been said so far to me wasn't like any big crazy shots. They were shots. So I want to see the response. Who do y'all think is going to win that one out there? Let's wait and see. I heard on April 8th that there's going to be a full eclipse. And I also heard that day that NASA is going to be shooting 3 rockets into the moon for some type of test. I don't know fully about it. I started to read it, but I don't really need to know that much. All I know is it's an experiment and they're shooting rockets to the moon. I'm just like, why? Like, why? I can't remember. I think the last full solar eclipse might have been like 70 years ago, something like that. But that day, I'm going to go ahead and stay inside the house. I heard like the National Guard is being deployed or something like that. I don't know if those are just rumors, but you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and stay inside the house. Just in case. Because I don't know what NASA's doing. I heard in a different language, in Greek or Latin or something like that, NASA means to deceive. And the mission is called Serpent God or Serpent Deity or something like that. And I know that little red thing on the NASA logo looks like a snake's tongue. So it's all just interesting to me. Yeah. Keep that one. What's up, son?
Did you get Hunter his present?
Did I get Hunter's present? Not yet, but I'm gonna wrap this up and get his present in a few minutes. Wait, come here. Say hi to the people. Just say hi in here.
Hi.
All right, now shut my door so I can finish up. Y'all getting the real. That was my kid. What else? Florida has made progress on banning TikTok. I believe they're about to ban TikTok for anyone under 14 years old. I don't know. I was going to say I don't know how I feel about that. I do know how I feel about that. They're blocking freedom of speech, and I'm not with that. I'm not with that at all. What do y'all think about that? Do you think... You know what? It's a double-edged sword, because I can't stand seeing everybody on their phone, and TikTok is definitely addictive. It's not like Instagram. For me, TikTok is even more addictive, but I find out a lot of information on TikTok. My algorithm is giving me jewels all day, every day. It's telling me things that I don't hear on the news. I'm seeing things I don't see anywhere else. So I don't feel like they should ban it. I feel like, parents need to do a better job of keeping their kids off the phone or monitoring what they're doing on their phones. But banning it for all 14-year-olds, nah, not all 14-year-olds are as irresponsible as the next 14-year-old. So I think that's crazy. Yeah. So what else is going on over here? I just bought a copper cup because copper, I know this is not like news, but this is just like Cymarshall news. I bought a copper cup because copper takes in electricity, and we're electric beings, and sometimes I just try to figure out different ways to improve myself and my life being better. So I know if I'm drinking water out of a copper cup, it's better for my body. I don't know if you guys knew that, but that's a jewel for y'all to test. Something that might have came down my TikTok. Word up. But in saying all that, let me talk about something else. Talk about some entertainment, some TV. I'll do a better job of taking down notes on the things that I see during the week. I just decided to sporadically start the show today, so I'll get better into it, and each week I'll improve my journalistic behaviors. So I've been watching Shogun on FX Hulu. I don't know if y'all into that, but that's my new favorite show. It's dope. Check it out. The boy Toranaga is going through it right now. If you know, you know. Movies. Have I seen any dope movies? Oh, X-Men 97. X-Men 97's been my joint. I when I was younger, I used to watch it all the time, and they haven't failed. It's been 3 episodes so far. Bang, bang, bang. They hitting them. I'm gonna be watching every week. Hopefully, Marvel keeps this one up to par because they were on a downslide, but now they seem to be back going the right direction, especially with Wolverine and Deadpool about to drop. Hopefully, they just keep, going in the right direction. So big up to Marvel and all that. But yeah. Next week I'll be back. I'll be back with better news, more in-depth news, with another law. I want to end the show with my quote of the week. You know how I like to do those. So here's the quote of the week. This one is from Mark Twain, and it goes a little something like this. Continuous improvement is better than delayed perfection. Mark Twain. And with that, I bid you all farewell. Thank you for joining the Cymarshall Law Show, episode 108. Click that subscribe button, and I will see you all next week. Peace, love, and positive energy. Have a great weekend. Let's go.